Station. Welcome back to Hot 91, your mega station. You're here in the studio with Tarj and Naige on a Sunday evening. And how's everyone doing today? How you doing, Tarj?
I'm doing great. I want to hear your way too early Super Bowl predictions. Let me see what you got today. All
right, guys. So the topic for right now is we'll be making our way too early Super Bowl predictions.
Way too early, but it's still fun.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go, even though my heart is telling me go with the Jaguars. Wait, listen to me. Listen to me for a second.
Let me hear this.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. The Eagles, when you look at the Eagles team, right? They're getting Carson Wentz back, right? Before Carson Wentz went down.
Wait, hold up.
Hold up.
Who they playing? Eagles versus who? You have Eagles winning?
Yes.
Against who?
I mean, I didn't. I got them probably.
Oh, you just have them win. Okay.
I just have them winning.
Okay.
Okay. So they got, before Carson Wentz went down that year when they won the Super Bowl, Carson Wentz was about to win league MVP, right?
13 games. He still had 6 more games to go. Well, that was it. Three more games to go.
He was about to win league MVP, and then
Tom Brady is right there. Tom Brady is right there.
No. It wasn't even close.
Who won?
Carson Wentz was gonna win it, but it's because he went down. He didn't have no competition after Carson Wentz went down, so obviously he's gonna win it. Now, the Eagles, their entire, when you look at their roster from top to bottom, they have no weaknesses and they have no missing. Like, there's nothing that they need. I don't want to say the perfect team because, with obviously something could happen, and they don't have the best at each position, but they have the at least elite talent at each position, and their path to the Super Bowl is pretty easy. Like, I don't see in their division what they got: the Cowboys, the Redskins, the Giants. And the NFC is not the only team they got to really worry about in the NFC. I'd say it's the Saints and the Falcons. So, I mean, I'm picking the Eagles.
I can't believe you right now. Like, you're really disappointed me. First of all, you guys just lost Jay Ajayi, you running back. I don't know what you guys gonna do at that position. You know the running back is really vital to the Super Bowl. But I'm going with the New England Patriots beating the Los Angeles Rams in Super Bowl 54. Yes, we will see a rematch in Super Bowl 53, and we will see the same results. New England will be beating the Rams once again. Tell you what, you said the Eagles have the easiest path to the Super Bowl. Whose path is easier than the Patriots? The Patriots division consists of the Bills, the Jets, and the sorry Dolphins. I know a lot of women's Dolphins fans, but I'm gonna be real with you guys. You guys are brought up the worst record in the league this year. The Dolphins are gonna be terrible.
The Dolphins are terrible.
Dude, all these teams in the Patriots in the AFC East, the Patriots division, all these teams have starting quarterbacks who are only in their second year. You think that's 6 wins for the Patriots easy?
Last year, the only reason they won the AFC Championship was because of a coin toss. It was because they won the coin toss. If they lost that coin toss, the Kansas City Chiefs would be Super Bowl champions right now.
Oh my God!
Right now. Right now.
You know it's so funny that every time something happens with the Patriots or any dynasty, it's always the only reason they win because of this, only reason they win because of that, only reason they win because your boy tie his shoe. It's always some only reason. It's football. Everyone has an equal chance to win the coin toss. You can't. The Kansas City Chiefs had the same chance to win the coin toss, and they got the same chance to play the game.
No, they didn't. They didn't have a chance to back up what Tom Brady did on the field. Like, obviously, when they scored the first team.
Okay, but they could have just beat them in the regular game, and they didn't have to go to overtime. You ain't saying that they didn't have to go to overtime. So what you guys say about that?
Go to overtime though, and like I don't like the whole overtime rule in football, but that's beside the point.
But watch it. Tom Brady is not losing to any second-year quarterbacks. That's 6 wins. That's 6 wins.
Lose to first-year quarterback last year.
What experience? Patrick Mahomes is in the second. So you think so?
What first year or second year have to do with anything? He was going to lose to Nick Foles. not Nick Foles, Carson Wentz.
When?
First year quarterback. That
When?
was the year when they won the Super Bowl.
That
if
was
he didn't
not,
go
that,
down.
was, that was Carson Wentz. Second year, first of all, and no, he was. You really think Carson Wentz is going to lead the Eagles to the Super Bowl that year? I'm not even getting into that yet. But let me pick my challenge. I think some challengers who will be like challenging the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl. You'll have the Kansas City Chiefs, but Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to be a great team next year. But Andy Reid's record against Bill Belichick is 0-3 in the playoffs.
Okay.
It's 2-7 in total. Andy Reid, like you saying Kansas City Chiefs, but their coach has never really beaten the Patriots head coach in any matchup. They've only won 2 regular season games. The Patriots played the Chiefs 3 times in the past 5 years in the AFC Championship. Beat them in all 3 times. The Kansas City Chiefs are known to have a great regular season because Andy Reid is a great offensive mind coach. So obviously his quarterbacks are going to put up big numbers. We see Donovan McNabb look like the MVP when he's playing on Andy Reid. So they're always going to look good. But when it comes to the big game, Kansas City Chiefs never show up. So I don't even think they're really going to be contenders. But coming out of the NFC, I think it's going to be the Rams. The Rams are stacked top to bottom. They might just be the best team in the whole of football. And then I think the Cowboys will be there to contend. Like, I know you have this thing against the Cowboys, but Cowboys have a stacked team, and most of these guys are going to be motivated because most of the guys on the team are on expiring contracts, so they're going to be motivated to get that extension. But I tell you what, if they don't have Zeke, the Cowboys won't be near the playoffs next season. I tell you that for sure.
Yeah, for those who just tuning in, welcome to Hot 91, your mega hit station, and you're listening to Tarj and Naige, and we're talking about football right now, our way too early Super Bowl predictions. And what I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Browns in the AFC. I think the Patriots, they have more competition this year than ever. But you got the Browns this year, you got the Texans, you got the Colts. You got the Jaguars, even though they finished last in their division. The Jaguars just got Nick Foles. They're going to be great. I'm telling you, they're going to be great. That 5-11 that they got last year, it's going to turn to 11-5. Trust me. And y'all are going to have to deal with them. And y'all going to have to deal with the Chargers and the Chiefs.
We deal with them every year. Every year you guys say the same thing. Oh, this is the year the Patriots are going to lose. This is the year Tom Brady is going to retire. This is the year Tom Brady's not going to be good. Every year y'all say the same thing.
Who was Tom Brady's go-to guy? Last season, who we used his go-to guy in clutch movements?
Julian Edelman. It's always been Julian Edelman.
And who else? Gronk.
But Gronk has been injured consistently the past 4 years.
Gosh, in clutch moments, this playoffs, what we saw, Gronk came through for them. He looked like old Gronk. Gronk is gone now. He's gone now.
So what about when we won the Super Bowl 2 years ago against the Falcons? What about when we had that 28-3 comeback? The 28-3 comeback. Gronk was injured. Gronk wasn't even in that game.
That was the Falcons.
Gronk was
the Falcons.
So we're not going to ever get credit. But I understand you saying the Colts are going to be there because Andrew Luck is finally healthy. Andrew Luck will finally have. I think Andrew Luck is going to be maybe MVP this season. Andrew Luck, last season we saw the Colts start off 1-5. They ended the season, I think it was 10-6, and they made the playoffs. So Andrew Luck they're going to be a pretty good team this year. So the Colts may be a sneaky pick, but I don't see anyone beating the Patriots. Gronk is gone, but everyone leaves the Patriots. Randy Moss left the Patriots. They still won. Like everyone leaves the Patriots, and they always still find ways to win.
Taj, what was the Chiefs' biggest problem last year?
The defense.
Exactly. And they just addressed their offensive line. Like, their offensive line just got way better. These guys are going to come back. They're a young team. They're going to come back with more experience, and they're just going to get better. Patrick Mahomes is only going to get better. Their defense just got better. That what we saw inside when they played y'all in the championship game. They didn't score. I think it was for the first half. That's not gonna happen again if they play y'all. And then y'all gonna have to go back there to Arrowhead Stadium and play them. Like,
I don't think we're going to have to go to Arrowhead because I think we will have the best record and they'll have to come to New England. And we just went to Arrowhead last year. We went to Arrowhead the previous year and we beat them both years. So I don't Tom Brady, y'all putting Tom Brady in cold weather. Put Tom Brady in Kansas City and come January, December. Tom Brady, I don't know what's going on him. Tom Brady is like a polar bear out there in cold weather. It doesn't face him. It looks like it faces everyone else. It doesn't face Tom Brady. And you saying Patrick Mahomes, he's going to get better, but you can't get better than 50 touchdowns. You can't get better than the MVP.
Yeah,
like,
but
Tom Brady, like that's almost his peak right there.
Improve. Like experience, these moments that he's been in, he'll know what to do and what not to do.
You know what I think is going to happen to Patrick Mahomes?
What?
I think some teams will figure him out. Because remember, the last year was his first year as a starting quarterback. Teams didn't really know about him because he was on the bench in Kansas City the previous year because they had what's the guy name again? Who they had? I can't remember his name right now, but Patrick Mahomes is on the bench. So last year was his first season starting. So teams didn't really know how to game plan for him. They didn't really know what he had. But now they saw a full season of him, and he arguably almost had one of the best seasons by any quarterback in the history of the NFL. And you think the NFL teams aren't going to adjust? You think he's going to get 50 touchdowns again? I don't think so. If anything,
NFL
I think
teams have been adjusting for guys like Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Andrew Luck for years, and nothing happens. Like, they could adjust, but when you have that elite of a talent, it's not gonna.
How do you know it's an elite of a talent? Or how do you know that? You've only seen 1 year. How do you know he's that elite? How do you know last year wasn't a fluke? Okay, you said they addressed their defense, but the Jacksonville Jaguars 2 years ago they were in the AFC Championship, and what did we see from them last year? They were 5-11. So you could see how teams could jump. People were saying the Jacksonville Jaguars may beat the Patriots in the AFC Championship last year again, but they didn't even make the playoffs. They didn't even sniff the playoffs. So teams like you saying, like, they can get better, but not every team gets better. The only team we really see that's consistent is the Patriots and maybe the Steelers.
Who was the man who led the Eagles to the Super Bowl 2 years ago? And who was the man
Nick Foles,
who was about to lead them again to the Super Bowl this year?
Nick Foles?
They were
not going to Super Bowl this year.
Okay, so if I forgot his name, but if he didn't, Nick Foles threw the ball.
Deshaun Jackson,
right to the
Deshaun Jackson, the wide receiver,
and he missed it. It went straight through his arms.
Okay, but
like how if he caught that ball, I think they would have beat the Saints. Like, I feel as though they would have beaten the Saints.
There you go with all these ifs. If the Saints did a lot of things, they would have maybe beaten the Eagles by a larger margin. There's a lot of ifs. You can't keep banking off these ifs. You got to go by what happened. And Nick Foles, yeah, he led the Eagles to the Super Bowls. I mean, he led them to the Super Bowl, but Carson Wentz paved the way for him to even get to the playoffs. We seeing Nick Foles already play. You know why Nick Foles was on the bench? He was the starting quarterback for the Eagles before Carson Wentz came there. And you know what happened? He didn't play well. Nick Foles is one of those guys that, okay, yeah, if you put him in maybe 5 games, he's going to look great. But if you make him the starting quarterback for 16 games, he's going to be terrible.
Gosh, guys like playing with quarterbacks like Nick Foles because he doesn't have a favorite receiver or running back. He gives everyone, he feeds everybody. And like, he's accurate with his passes. He doesn't really have a strong arm, I'd say that. He throws these little floaters, but he's an awesome quarterback and he's 6'6".
What the heck? So the last great season we saw from Nick Foles, when he was the starting quarterback, he didn't even make the playoffs. Yes, he showed up in some games when Carson Wentz was down. Yes, he played great when Carson Wentz was down. But if you give this guy a full team, you give him a full team, you give him a full season to play with this team, he's not gonna look as good as he did in those 3 games. The teams didn't even have time to game plan for him. They were thinking Carson Wentz is gonna be the quarterback, and this guy just shows up because Carson Wentz got injured. Nick Foles.
I'm telling you, the Jacksonville Jaguars will be up there in the playoffs this year.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
I disagree.
They will be there. And they
will not. Nick Foles is not. He's not going to be that good this year.
I have them going further than the Patriots in the playoffs. I honestly, my 2 teams in the AFC would be Jacksonville and probably the Chiefs.
See, I live for moments like this because next year when we make it to the Super Bowl, I want you to be right here and I want you to come right back on this radio and say the Patriots should have won. All right, I'm not gonna say anything. You guys, I'm gonna let Tom Brady go to work, but that'll be it for now. I don't know what this guy is talking about. I have to leave that right there. He said the Jaguars will be better than the Patriots. I can't do nothing with that. But come back and we'll be ending with the top 5 countdown.